Hey there, X-Men fans, this is Westatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hasbro's Marvel Legends Wolverine action figure. This is classic brown and tan costume. This is the costume that a lot of us grew up with, so this is kind of an exciting figure. It's a nice replacement for the Toy Biz Wolverine from several years ago. I don't think Hasbro's done any kind of iteration of that, so this is kind of neat. Despite doing all the other versions of Wolverine, it seems. Inside the package, you can see the nice yellow background, which, as I've said before, I like better than the Spider-Man backgrounds that they've been doing lately, which are kind of bland and look like there's no insert in there. On the side, decent picture of Wolverine, nice art. Again, I like the yellow tone of everything. Shot of the other characters and the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. And at the top it says, virtually indestructible and always ready for a fight, Wolverine's specialty is sending bad guys running. How fitting for Wolverine. Very cool looking action figure. Very excited to get him out of the box, so let's see what he's like. Here is the brown and tan Wolverine out of package, and he is a really cool little figure. When I say little, I do mean little. Oh, there goes his wrist. They have designed an all-new body for this figure, and I just gotta say, he looks great. When I initially had seen pictures for it, even in the box, I kind of thought that some of these parts were reused, but I'm fairly sure that he is nearly a completely new figure, which is very cool. Hopefully that means some neat things for shorter stature figures, or possibly even more Wolverine variants in the future. As far as our extras, we've got Kane Marco here, Juggernaut's head. You can see inside, this is a separate piece, although the head is not removable from the helmet, which is unfortunate. But you can see he's got like a chipped tooth. There's lots of dents on the helmet, some nice paint work there. I think they did a really cool job on this helmet, and we'll see more of that in the Juggernaut review. His only other accessories are his fists without his claws popped. Those are easily swapped out. You just give a tug and pop in the other one. And that's pretty cool. A nice little kind of chill pose for Wolverine. Not always have to have his claws pop, so that's pretty cool. Only beef with mine is the right popped hand. The claw is kind of inserted at a weird angle and is also bent. So I may try to find a replacement for mine, just because that's a pretty glaring mistake. I mean, at least these are the harder plastic, so they're not just crazy wavy like the old Toy Biz ones. But yeah, could definitely use some work fixing that. Figure himself, as I said, I'm pretty sure this is an all-new sculpt. The head is kind of similar to the X-Force head, but I believe the X-Force head had shorter ears up here. This is an all-new torso. They had previously reused the Toy Biz torso, and it had like a big ball joint here in the middle. This is a much shorter one. It's got a hinge joint in the center instead. We've got lateral movement in the arms. Let's just go ahead and discuss some of that articulation. We've got double hinges, which are a little limited in the arms because of the size of the massive biceps, but that's about the range you're going to get on those. You can see all these muscles through here are huge. They kind of remind me of the old Bullseye Shield body with the large muscles that kind of look a little truncated there towards the joint. As I said, he's got this lateral movement in the arms, which is really cool. It goes really far back. I mean, look how far back his arms go. So you can get some pretty neat, like, flying through the air, claws popped, you know, jumping at you pose. Very cool. Or, you know, very brought in for some bear hug action. Maybe he's up on top of Colossus or Juggernaut trying to get that helmet off. Very neat little feature there. I love these lateral movements. As I said, great click joint in the middle, full swivel all the way around. The arm joints are a swivel hinge, or the shoulder joints rather. They go up about that far, swivels just above the biceps muscles, and we have swivel hinges in the wrists. So very nice there. The hip joints go out about yay far. Pretty good, not too bad. Forward about that far. A little bit blocked by the butt, but they also kind of naturally move out of the way because of the way the butt is cut, so not too bad. We've got swivels in the tops of the thighs. We've got our first hinge, which takes you a full 90 degrees, Your second hinge takes you about that far back. Surprisingly, being a new mold, I did not expect this, but he has swivels in the calf. Love it. It's completely hidden by the boot. It works flawlessly, and it just looks great. I really, really like how they did that. That's awesome. We've got swivel hinges in the ankles. Go back about that far. Forward quite far. And then swivel back and forth for a nice rocker. So yeah, this is a really, really nice figure. I like what they did with the belt. They gave it a little bit of some texturing on there. You can see that with the light bouncing off of it. Nice gold work on the buckle. Everything looks really good. This is his pre-X-Men belt days, so I like that they did that. They didn't just reuse an old X-Men belt. They actually sculpted his belt, so that's pretty cool. The musculature makes him look really just tight, compact, like a smaller dude. I really like it, and even though he's got like a smaller waist, he's still got really big arms, so it definitely feels like a classic Wolvie. I really like it. Big thick muscles in the legs as well, and I like how they did the bunching up of the fabric around the boots here. Very, very cool. This is just a very slick looking figure, and very stern, determined Wolverine look in the face. I like it a lot. So let's get some other figures out and show you just how tall this guy really is. And here's Wolverine with some of the other figures in the line, and as I said, he is just a tiny figure. He's just a little ball of hate. He's awesome. I love this. Compared to Havoc here, he's about half a head shorter, about the same on the ladies. He is about 2 heads shorter than Cable back there. He looks awesome. I love the look of this guy. And just so you know, the Jim Lee Cyclops that they're planning right now should be built on the Bucky body, same as the modern, like the Marvel Now Cyclops, so he should be just about the same size. Now, in terms of height, let's get Cable out of here, and to the top of his head, he is right at about 5 and I would say just past 5.5 inches tall. So that is awesome. He just scales great with the rest of these guys. I love it. Looks like a very nice classic Wolvie. Now, as I said, he came with the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure head, the interchangeable hand pieces, which, as I said, I gotta fix that. Bummer. $20. Now, just because he's short, it might seem like he's not as good a deal, but he's Wolverine. This figure is going to get bought in the dozens. I mean, he's a really, really popular character, but beyond that, it's a really great action figure. It's a great representation, probably one of the best I've seen, if not the best. I love the scale on him. It's, you know, classic old school days scale, not the modern, like, Hugh Jackman giant dude. You know, he just, like I said, he's like a little ball of fury. I just love him. If they wanted to do anything else, I could say another head with maybe glowing red eyes, berserker face, or if they wanted to do a slash effect, but that's kind of very particular to him. But as he is, he's still, to me, worth the $20. I love X-Men, and I love the look of this guy. I think he is the perfect update to that classic costume, and they did a great job replicating it. If you have any questions or comments about this guy, please throw them down in the box below. I'd be glad to answer them for you. And if you'd like to see more Marvel Legends reviews, hit me up with a subscription, and they'll pop up in your feed. Thanks for showing up, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.